Let's make this official for the vlog. I am just excited to be back on the vlog. For those of you who hopped over to my channel because you saw RJ's vlog, number one, I appreciate you with what you saw me describe inside of that vlog. And if you haven't seen that one, I will add the link. One of these two corners, my boy over there talking about personal finance. I have a lot to share with you guys. What is today's vlog about? Drop some knowledge, hit you with some knowledge. We're going to talk a little bit about the workout, this idea of this mind-body blueprint. So stick around. So what's happening, guys? I am here out front of HEB because I'm about to get another workout in with my boy RJ Gomez. And welcome to the voiceover. All right, so today's workout, just quickly so I can let you guys know exactly what we did. It's been a few days since we did the workout, but I believe we did 4 sets of 20 on these cable flies here that you see just to get warmed up. We weren't trying to use a lot of heavy weight or anything, just really opening up, getting a good stretch, getting a good contraction, trying to find peak contraction inside the direction of those muscle fibers. After that, I believe we went and did some comb press, and that's really the only name that I know for it, but it's basically a front to back to front military press, seated military press variation. I like to call it a comb press because it looks like you're trying to comb your hair with a bar. And I believe after that we went into an incline press, straight bar. We went to a flat press, straight bar. Then we went to a machine dip, which you'll see at the end. And then finally finished out with some dumbbell overhead tricep extension. But most everything that we did was on with the exception of the cable flies, I want to say it was on a 15, 20, 12, 12, 12 rep scheme is basically what we did. So that was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Every time he and I work out, it's never really, well, he might argue against this. RJ, if you're watching, you might argue against this based on what we went through the first workout on that leg day. But typically as it's planned, it's never really supposed to be a cross your eyes, go blind and vomit in the corner type of workout. So usually kind of a moderate to slower pace type of training. But for those of you who did watch RJ's vlog, you saw a little bit about what we were kind of talking about and what we've been kind of volleying back and forth recently with this idea of the mind-body blueprint. And in short, it really is an initiative. It's a way of living that allows you to move forward, that allows you to level up in a way where you're doing things that are measurable. You link your feelings to the things that are measurable. That feels awesome to do, especially when you look at the thing and you say, hey, I did this, I did this, I did this, and you can kind of create this reference experience or this history, even if it's a short history. When I say that, I mean like a week, a month, 2 months, where you get to say, hey, you know what? I'm actually doing this thing. I'm actually really moving myself forward in a way that is leveling me up, and there's no denying it, because here, look, I've got proof. Hey, that feels awesome. And eventually you access a lot of power in being able to link the positive facts to the positive feelings. Now that's just kind of like the broad brushstroke general approach to that. But today, what I really wanted to kind of offer up and introduce this idea to you is that concept of your thoughts become your history. Your thoughts become who you are. Now, this isn't necessarily new to most people. There's been a pretty big upheaval, pretty big movement of mindfulness, especially across social media and especially across coaching these days. But what I'll do is I'll break it down for you a little bit. And so, and this is one of the things I teach inside of my online coaching groups. But basically, it's this idea of your thoughts become things. Your thoughts create these stories, these patterns, and oftentimes we end up kind of BSing ourselves. We end up kind of lying to ourselves a little bit. And that really comes from a place of either saying, hey, I don't really want this thing, which would kind of be like a lie of commission, or not mentioning or not verbalizing or saying out loud or even admitting to ourselves the things that we really truly want, which would be a misdirection or a lie of omission. And so we have this pattern that creates this thought, and this thought that creates a feeling. Feelings are energy, feelings are emotion, everything is energy really. And we know, everybody took that 8th grade science class, and we know that energy cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed. It can be changed, however. The form of it can be moved from one shell to another. It can be, for all intents and purposes, transmuted. And so when we create these, we have these thoughts, we entertain these thoughts, we play these tapes in our head over and over again, that creates a feeling, and that feeling is ubiquitous across everything in our bodies, our minds, our muscle cells, our posture, like everything that makes us human and who we are remembers the feelings that we have. Well, the next step to that is, okay, well, these feelings are energy, and the energy really does need to be used, and it will always be used, whether it is you looking at your body, having a thought about it, then that thought turning into a feeling, and then you either saying, you know what, I'm making a plan, I'm sticking to it, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna do my meal prep, or go down this road of justification, sedation, and distraction, where you end up saying, you know, I'm just gonna go out and have a couple of drinks, I need some social time, blah, 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 which I'm not saying anything against social time, but for the purposes of this example, I'm drawing a difference between the action that leads you towards your physique goal, or what I'm going to call your vision, or actions that lead you away from that. And then ultimately you have, again, this string of actions where you get to look back and say, okay, well, this is my identity, this is who I am, even if it's not a version of yourself that you want. So the idea behind this mind-body blueprint is to create strategies, systems, and use these tools to make sure that the thoughts, the energy, the feeling, the action, and the reference experience, or who and how you identify yourself, turn into the things that are most closely linked and related to that best version of yourself. And without going into a ton of detail, in general, that's just the take-home message that I would offer up to you near the end of this vlog. So you guys know how it goes. If you like the vlog, hit me with a comment. Anything, any suggestions, any thoughts. Like, guys, I read these comments. I always try to respond to them. If you don't know about my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so when I do drop more vlogs, and I promise there are more coming, not just one every 6 months. When I do drop more, you guys will know about it. Aside of that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will get at you in the next one.